You ever notice how the biggest gut punches in life never come from strangers, but from the people you'd lay down your whole world for? Yeah, that's how it started for me. One ordinary Tuesday in the house I'd called home for nearly 30 years, the one with the squeaky floors and ivy that tried to pull the bricks right off the walls every spring, a house that once pulsed with the noise of kids fighting over the last dinner roll and echoes of a husband's laugh so big it'd rattle the windows. Now it was just me, my memories, and a kettle that made more tea than anyone could ever drink alone. So I'm sitting there wrapped in my old wool shawl, cradling a mug of chamomile that tasted mostly like regret when the phone rings, and it's Michael, my son. You know, that little spike of hope you get when your kid finally calls, even though you know good and well it's not going to be about anything but business. Yeah, that's me. So I answer, trying to sound perky, all Michael darling. What a nice surprise. And he does the routine, asks if I'm feeling better, tells me to eat something, says he's just checking in because he's a good son. I soak it up anyway because, well, when you're a mother, you take the crumbs. But here's where it gets you. I go to hang up and the line's still open. Suddenly, his voice isn't for me anymore. It's for someone else. She's still okay. Damn, thought she'd be weaker by now. Guess we'll have to wait longer to sell the land. I hear his wife laugh in the background. Plates clinking my name, just another transaction. I can't even breathe. I'm staring at this family portrait above my fireplace. 11-year-old Michael with his crooked grin, Clara with her pigtails, my late husband William with that look like he could hold the whole world steady. And I'm thinking, was it all just a fairy tale, I told myself. Now I wish I could say I fell apart, cried, screamed, shattered something precious. But mostly I just went numb, staring at that photo like it might apologize. Then the phone rings again. Clara, this time. My sweet girl with her gentle voice tells me she's worried, asks if I want to move to the city, maybe sell the land, have a guest room just for you. And right then it hits me, both of them, they don't see me. Not really, just what I have. And in that second, the house gets colder, bigger, emptier than ever. You know what I mean? You give, and suddenly you're just a number in someone's inheritance plan. So I sit there a long time, listening for echoes, kids arguing over crayons, William's laughter, the old clock ticking on the wall. I pick up his picture brush, the dust off, and whisper, "They don't see me, Will. Not really." I don't let myself cry. Tears can't patch this hole. That night, I pack a little suitcase, couple changes of clothes, my journal, the scarf William bought me at that lake, the one place I ever felt truly seen, and leave a note on the kitchen table. I'm safe. I need a little time away. Don't worry. By dawn, I'm out the door, locking up behind me, the cold biting through my coat, not knowing exactly where I'm headed, just knowing I have to go. I catch the first bus south, warmer air, new places anywhere but here. Each stop is just a name on a sign, and nobody knows me, which is somehow a relief. I end up in some nowhere town, tucked in hills and farmland, but as the sun sets, the temperature drops, and wouldn't you know, I've got nowhere to stay. I walk and walk until the world tilts and my knees buckle. I just sink to the gravel by the road, tired enough to let the ground swallow me up if it wants. And wouldn't you know it, just as I start thinking, well, maybe this is how it ends, headlights swing through the dark, beat up old pickup engine humming low so it doesn't wake the stars. Inside are Marcus and Tanya Harris with their little girl Lily snoring in the back. Marcus pulls over. Tanya hops out, and suddenly there's a warm hand in mine. "Ma'am, can you hear me?" I nod, barely. Tanya wraps me in a blanket from the back seat, Lily's wide eyes peeking over the top. She's cold. "Mama," let her sit next to me. The world softens right there. They drive me to a tiny house off a dirt road, cracked shutters, tin mailbox shaped like a chicken, the kind of place where you can smell cornbread and stew and actual living, not just surviving. They settle me on the couch, cover me up, make tea. When I wake, the sun's slipping through the curtains, and there's Lily at the table, toast in one hand, spoon in the other, swinging her legs. "Morning, ma'am," she says, Mama says you can have breakfast if you feel good enough to eat. Next thing I know, I'm crying big, hiccupy sobs that I haven't let myself feel in years. Lily just hands me her last piece of toast jam, and all you can have mine. It's the best part, and that's it. I'm undone. This little girl who has nothing to give but the warmest part of her breakfast gives it to me. Tanya comes in, sees me holding her daughter like my life depends on it, and doesn't say a word, just sits beside me, her hand warm on mine. You're safe here, she says. That's it. No questions, no pity, just kindness. The days pass simple. I help Tanya hang laundry, shell peas with Lily, watch Marcus hum as he fixes the porch steps. Meals are loud laughter bouncing around the kitchen, radio humming in the background, and me slowly, quietly starting to feel like maybe I still belong somewhere. One afternoon, sitting on the porch, I tell Tanya the truth about the house, my kids, the overheard call, how it all broke something inside me. She doesn't interrupt, just lets my pain settle into the quiet. When I'm done, she says, "You're not alone, not today. That's all, but it's everything." One night, Lily squeezes my hand at the dinner table and says, "You can be my grandma if you want." I never had one. I can't speak, just hold her tight, tears soaking her braids. And for the first time in a long time, I sleep through the night. And then another and another. A week becomes a month, then two, and each day I wake up a little lighter. Marcus says, "We didn't grow up with much, but we always knew we were loved." That's what we try to give Lily, love that doesn't get taken away. You hear that, and something in you starts to hope again. Eventually, I know I can't stay forever. When it's time, I hug them all, promise I'll write, and walk away with my suitcase, heart full, in a way it hasn't been in years. I go home, sell my old house quietly, give half the money to a kids' charity, the other half for the Harris family. Nothing fancy, just what's right. I leave no fanfare, no obituary, just a simple letter for my kids. Love isn't what you say when it's convenient. It's how you show up when it's hard. I loved you every day, not for what you could give me, but because you were mine. Don't forget that. 1 year later, Marcus, Tanya, and Lily find a parcel on their porch. No return address, just their names, and inside a letter from me. You gave me a place to belong, reminding me that kindness is still real. This is for you, not as payment, but as thanks. Use it however you need. You're my family, whether you meant to be or not. The cash inside will help them fix the house, send Lily to college, maybe even buy a new truck. And that's it, a quiet ending under an old oak tree, a headstone that says only she found peace in kindness. No legacy of riches, just proof that sometimes the family that finds you is worth more than the one you're born with. So tell me, where do you stand? Is it blood that makes family, or is it something deeper? Drop your thoughts below, because in the end, the only thing that matters is the love we give and the love we let ourselves receive.